We want to be different. We want to make it more fun for people.
Yeah.
You know, as the world changes so quickly, everything around us is changing. I think the law field's changing as well. Our marketing campaign is way beyond what any other attorney's pretty much done. Why we're taking that leap and taking that chance, because, you know, how can we stand out?
He gets an amazing response.
Oh, I do.
The hair.
The hair, I guess they call them. They'll start saying Tarzan and things like that. It's fun. it's yeah, I guess I got to take that with it. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I'm kind of used to it.
We are a law firm that specializes in personal injury, criminal defense, and then something a little bit more unique, which is animal rights law. We've always been passionate about animals in our travels and in our community efforts. So it just kind of made sense, we thought, to include that in our practice. It's a new area that's coming out.
You're going to be fine. You just toughen up, brave up.
The alligator I was holding without any tape, it wasn't that big. It was only 2.5 feet. But when you're doing an interview live and you have your alligator, you start to not think about holding the alligator, and that's when things can maybe kind of go. He could kind of turn around because they're really strong. They move in your hands the whole time. So when you're focusing on something, not on the task but at hand, you kind of got to make sure that you're.
It's difficult too
focused.
because when you're holding the animals, you know, normally when I've filmed a lot of commercials just for other things and you don't have an animal with you, you're just reading a teleprompter.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard just to concentrate on that. Then you add the element of Spanish being my second language, not my first language. There's another added element. And then you're holding a toucan whose beak is going all around. It's a lot to have on your plate, but that's what makes it fun. And I think it's dynamic in the commercial.
I've been called Tarzan a lot throughout my life. I've had long hair since I was in high school, and I haven't cut it off ever since. So I've been getting that nickname for quite some time. And then when I was down in Miami, I held a golf event, and I called it the Tarzan Cup. It was her who said, you know, why don't we go ahead with Tarzan Law Group? And I said, that could work. I said, people might not take us serious, but if we brand it together with some seriousness and some, catchy phrases, maybe it could work. So then I was on the phone, and Chris, my buddy, said, well, what about Lost in the Legal Jungle? That would make sense with Tarzan. And then my mother said just out of the blue one day, well, I'm called Tarzan the Lawman. And so it kind of layered on top of each other. It just kept going on from there. People really relate to it because everybody, has animals.
Or loves animals. But it evolved from the advertising and the pro bono into actual practice, which I think is really cool. We've actually had a lot of people reach out to us and say, we didn't even know animal lawyers exist.